like
the official state slogan is Ohio, the heart of it all.
Oh, that's so cute. That's so endearing.
So feminine. So feminine. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another exciting episode of
ESPOOKYS Talk.
That's right, everybody. My name's Arturo Noriega, and I am here at the table with the one, the only, the brujajita herself, Eva.
Hi, everybody. Hopefully you're listening to this midday.
Midday.
You had great sleep and
Good sleep.
Now it's July 10th, 2026, and it is time for your ESPOOKYS Talk Cosmic Forecast. Hello, my spooky souls, and welcome back to your ESPOOKYS Talk Cosmic Forecast. Our current transit brings the sun early into Leo, and Jupiter is nearby. Therefore, the universe is suggesting that you step into your passions. Take up all the space, all of it, and let your creative essence shine bright like a diamond. The universe is encouraging us to trust divine timing this week, especially this weekend. Not every opportunity will arrive with fireworks, and not every lesson will come wrapped in chaos. Sometimes the greatest shifts happen quietly, nudging us toward the life we're meant to create.
Yes.
Remember, you're in charge of your destiny.
I agree.
You're like an artist. You are the main character of the show.
You are the author of your own story.
As I like to say, I am the star. So keep your heart open, your mind curious, and your intuition sharper than your eyeliner wing. And I like a good sharp eyeliner wing. Okay?
I had to think about that for a second, guys. I ain't gonna lie.
It has to be knife sharp, like ready to cut through people's lives. The energy this week favors weekend. Let me try again. The energy this weekend offers honest conversations, courageous decisions, and recognizing the signs that have been in front of you all along. Can you relate to that?
Always. Every time you do the cosmic forecast, I'm in total, like, I relate to it all, and I'm going like, why do you know me so well? It shouldn't be that way, but it is.
But here we are. And what comes to mind for me is when I'm looking for something and it's like right in front of me. Like if it was a snake, it would have bit me. It would have bit me. It would have got me. Because I clearly wasn't paying attention. All right. And back by popular demand, our love section. Okay, so bear with me because it's a little long.
We love love.
And we know it's in 3 sections. So here we go. We're going to start off with everybody who's fun out there and single, ready to mingle. This weekend is about embracing your own energy instead of searching for someone else's. Okay, confidence is your greatest attraction. The more you invest in yourself, the more aligned you'll be with the kind of love that you are looking for, the kind that you deserve. Don't be surprised if someone unexpectedly notices you while you're simply being yourself.
Oh.
You know, it's kind of like how they say, like, go join an activity or go do something that you would enjoy. And the people that are probably your vibe are going to be there.
It's good advice, guys. You all should take some notes.
Okay. If you're talking to someone or you have a love interest of some kind, the energy encourages clarity. If the connection feels effortless, go with it. If it doesn't and there's a lot of conflicts, try to resolve them. If you're consistently questioning where you stand, it may be time to have an honest conversation, although it can be very hard and uncomfortable. Mixed signals often become clearer when both people are willing to communicate openly. Consistency is more romantic than confusion.
Yes.
I feel like my whole generation needs to hear that one.
Yup.
That's all I gotta say.
Listen up, generation. That one's for you.
No, and I think it is like, even with like your career, right? You want to be consistent and you'll see things happen. Same thing with like our fitness journey. So that one resonates on many levels, not just if you're talking to a special someone. If you're lucky enough to be in a partnership, this weekend invites deep emotional intimacy. So make space for meaningful conversations, shared laughter, and small acts of appreciation. A relationship grows stronger when both partners choose each other in everyday moments, not just in the extraordinary ones.
That's beautiful.
Love isn't measured by grand gestures. It's built through daily intention.
True that.
That was really sweet and kind. Look at that. We didn't get yelled at by the universe. Yay us.
I don't know, man. I always get yelled at by the universe. Give it time. We just started. Give it time.
It's warming up. All right. In the career, because like if you guys are all gonna make me do love, I'm gonna do career. That's what I'm interested in. I'm gonna have like 5 jobs.
I'm still in summer vacation, yo, and now you're talking about me going back.
I'm over here trying to do the McMost, okay? Okay,
you're gonna mess me up. Here we go. Let's go.
In our careers, your dedication is beginning to create momentum, even if you can't see the full picture yet. Continue showing up, trusting your skills, and don't hesitate to share your ideas. Take up that space.
I got skills.
A new opportunity or collaboration may appear when you least expect it.
I feel like one of those is right around the corner for all of us at Graham.
I'm going to open all the windows and all the doors.
Boom.
That's where I'm at.
Boom, boom.
And then the cosmic message, if you want, a shorter version of what I just said. The seeds you've planted are preparing to bloom. Isn't that beautiful? Little seedlings.
Bloomers.
All right. Just going to be a whole 10 seconds of me just laughing. Okay. And why not talk about fortune? Luck favors those who remain open to the possibility. If you believe it, you can achieve it. That's how I got through college. An unexpected conversation, invitation, or a chance encounter could become more meaningful than it first appears.
Uh-oh.
Stay curious and don't dismiss coincidences too quickly.
Time out. Just for everybody out there in the world. She's going over all of these things and did the air quotes. So, air quotes meaning that she's thinking of something. That's a quinkadink.
Coincidences.
Yeah, we know.
They may simply be opportunities wearing a disguise. I'm just saying, if you have a vibe, if you're feeling something, go for it. Just do it. I'm going to go buy a lotto ticket. We'll see how that goes. I might just donate to the cause. It's all good. It's still lucky energy. The lucky number, 10. Today, you don't know what to wear? Emerald green. Go for it. A lucky crystal, citrine.
Oh, nice.
It's very energetic. So apparently we all need to wake up and get stuff done.
I'm more of a red obsidian person.
Oh.
But I do dig it.
You do dig it? Okay.
I dig it.
And then our lucky affirmation for today. All right, giving you guys all some homework. I trust the timing of my life, and I welcome opportunities that align with my highest good. In other words, trust the process.
Trust the process.
That's the short version, because you can't remember all that. And just look up to the cosmos. Remember that the stars guide us, and that there truly isn't a wrong decision. As long as you're true to yourself, authentic, and trusting your intuition, you're going to create the path and become the person that you want to be. Until next time, my lucky weirdos. That's the end of our cosmic forecast. Yay!
Beautiful.
I'm getting better at these.
Beautiful and
10
strange.
out of 10.
It's still strange that so much of that relates to me and the people here at said table.
I don't know who you're talking about.
I'm talking about myself at the moment. And did you know, lucky number 10, that I was number 10 when I was in high school quarterback?
You were a quarterback?
Does that shock you? Because I'm a little offended. Hey.
No, I just didn't know that.
Back when I was a kid.
Tell us the story.
Back when I was a kid, I was athletic. And I had a good arm. Played third base. I pitched, that kind of thing. And then in football, believe it or not, you could probably tell, I was a lineman. Mm-hmm. And then as I got a little older, I thinned out a little bit. And I became a fullback and a tight end. And then our quarterback moved. And back then, you're a little kid. The quarterback moves and like, hey, everybody, who can throw the ball? I could throw the ball. Coach, put me in. And I was just chucking the ball. And I was a big dude, so I was kind of hard to drag down. It worked out well. I mean, I didn't go pro or anything, but it worked out pretty well for Papa Warner. Go Marauders. 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 All right, good.
Love all that for you. Thank you for sharing a blast from your past.
Absolutely. Special glimpse into my past.
I didn't know that. I know that you've done a lot.
I've done a lot.
You've been doing the McMost out there.
I'm the McMostest.
Lucky number 10. Well, see, now, coincidences. Like, now I have to go buy the lotto ticket.
You should.
Obviously, the mega number is probably going to be 10. So I'm just 10 across.
I'd like a ticket with all 10s, please.
Ma'am, that's not how the lotto works. just do it.
Oh, man. Well, today being Friday the 10th, and we were...
That's a coincidence. Sorry.
What? I mean, you said it, kid, not me. You're the one that looks into the Twittersphere, the craziness, and pulls out the forecast. So there you go. Today is the 10th. And I thought that meant that today is Friday, Lucky Friday.
Lucky Friday.
Lucky Friday.
And we're buying lotto tickets. I'm going to spend exactly $10.
All right. Well.
But they have to find me. I don't want to use my actual money. I need to find these $10 and then cash it in.
Dang. Don't look around my apartment.
Well, I mean, you know that when I try to manifest things, they tend to happen. Remember how every time we're at Benjamin Franklin's grave and I need a penny, I find it?
True that.
That's twice.
That's random.
What am I, 2 for 2?
That is, you are 2 for 2. You just learned that. Just like I recently learned that a mariposa is a butterfly.
It's never, I want to learn. I'm a lifelong learner. So I want to learn forever.
For all of you guys who don't know, we are here in Mountain View, California. And this is the city that I grew up in, at least till I was 14. And we used to frequent a little store on the corner of California and Mariposa. And it's called the California Street Market. Still there. Shout out, California Street Market. Tamales. Try them.
Yeah.
But we used to call it Mariposa. The market we used to call Mariposa because it was on Mariposa. And that was the street that we would take to get there. Well, I've been saying that since I was 6 years old. Mariposa. I had no clue that it was butterfly until like a year and a half ago. P.S. I'm 51. I don't know. I don't know why.
Life just happens. That's fine.
Life just happens that way.
That's okay. But now you know. You're wiser now.
I'm wiser.
Smarter.
And gosh darn it, people like me.
This is true. All of that was actually remarkably true.
Oh, man. I was doing a little research about today's episode and things that we were going to be talking about. And you know what's really kind of crazy, everybody out there? People are actually starting to send us messages. Mainly from our number one fan, David. Shout out, David. But we've been getting a couple. And somebody sent me one about a state. So today we're going to do a state.
Really?
Yep. They wanted to know about Ohio.
I swear there's a good Ohio song out there. But
I'm sure there is, but
can't remember what it's called.
I'm looking up Ohio, and behind all the quiet farmlands, there are forgotten railways. There are sleepy small towns that lie in some crazy places where people swear that the past just refuses to stay dead.
Ooh.
There's crumbling prisons that echo with screams of inmates long gone. There's abandoned tunnels that whisper to those brave enough to enter. There's entire towns that vanished into the forest, leaving only behind empty roads, strange lights, and the stories that no one can quite explain.
So you're telling me it's super haunted?
Oh my goodness. They say that every state has its secrets, but Ohio has spent centuries burying theirs.
Trying to hide them?
So we're going to travel across the Buckeye State tonight, man. We're going to cover some dark legends, some haunted castles, some ghostly hospitals, some abandoned towns. We're going to do it all. So buckle in, buckaroos.
Hold on, let me get my seatbelt.
And get your seatbelt on. It's going to be bumpy.
Safety first. Well, I mean, I know Ohio is the birthplace of aviation.
That's a fun fact.
You're welcome. In the spirit of learning. There you go. The Wright brothers built and successfully flew their first airplane.
You know what else is in Ohio?
What else?
The haunted Moonville Tunnel.
Just the name itself is so chilly.
I'm telling you. Because hidden deep within the forests of southeastern Ohio, the trees go super thick. They swallow the moonlight. There sits an abandoned Moonville Tunnel. It was built in the 1850s for the Marietta and Cincinnati Railroad, and the tunnel once connected a tiny coal mining town to the outside world. But over the decades, Moonville disappeared.
Just gone.
Leaving behind only the crumbling foundations and an old cemetery. And this tunnel, a tunnel that many believe was never truly abandoned.
Well, I mean, in our experience of being around old abandoned mining towns, they have so much activity. So I would imagine that this is exactly the same.
Absolutely.
And, you know, as we unfortunately learned that even children would mine these areas.
Mm-hmm.
And
especially back then.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, every member of the family would contribute to earnings. And just all the real horror was how these people passed away, whether it was, you know, through accidents and plagues and diseases and just tragedies, because everybody was in survival mode.
Absolutely.
So I could only imagine the amount of trauma and negative energy that's just hanging out there.
Wow. This particular tunnel is no different. And you're right. And with all that negative energy and that traumatic experience and things like that, that energy is residual. It sits. And energy is?
Infinite.
It sure is. But the tunnel itself is only about 250 feet long.
No.
But people that go into the tunnel and have walked it, they swear that it feels like it's so much longer, like it stretches as you walk through it. And sound behaves strangely there. Footsteps echo when nobody's moving. Whispers bounce off the brick walls, even when you're completely alone. The one thing that locals have long warned visitors to not enter after dark. Because if you do, you could see some strange things. And one of them is called the Lantern Man.
Okay, before you go on, I'm having a small panic attack because I had a nightmare that I totally forgot about, which is super rare for me. That never happens. But in this nightmare, it was a tunnel that stretched and it kept going. And I could see the light at the end of the tunnel, but it like the faster I moved, the harder it was to get towards the end.
Maybe you've been to Ohio.
And apparently, I don't know what I was doing there, but that's terrifying.
Well, you astro project. Maybe you've been to Ohio.
Like,
maybe you were envisioning this tunnel without even knowing that that was the first story that I was going to bring up.
That is wild.
Whew.
And you know, the forecast did talk about coincidences.
Man.
So you are just I'm a little nervous for you to talk about this legend. I don't know, maybe it's like coming to visit here in California. So, all right.
It is one of the most famous legends.
I'm buckled in. All right,
There
let's do this.
So it's one of the most famous legends, and it's about of a railroad brakeman who died a horrific death sometime in the 1800s.
Oh.
So some versions say that he had spent the evening drinking before attempting to catch his train. Others claim that he was trying desperately to stop an approaching locomotive after someone was trapped on the tracks.
Oh my goodness.
But whatever the truth is, everyone agrees on one thing. He didn't make it. The train struck him inside the narrow tunnel and killing him instantly. Now, according to the countless stories that have been passed down through generations, his spirit still walks those tracks, carrying an old railroad lantern. Witnesses describe seeing pale yellow light appear at one end of the tunnel. And at first it kind of seems distant, far away, and it slowly moves toward them. Not quickly, not running, just walking slowly toward them. And as the lantern draws closer, there's nobody holding it. It's only the light. Visitors say that the lantern suddenly disappears halfway through the tunnel. Others claim that it passes directly through them, leaving behind an icy cold feeling and an overwhelming sensation that someone is standing just inches behind them.
But that's exactly the feeling. When a spirit goes through your body, that's what it feels like. If it just feels ice cold.
Well, there you go. Those are kind of the things that when you and I and Lori and my sister were all hanging out and we went to Tonopah, Nevada to the Clown Motel. P.S. If you haven't heard that episode, you should check it out. It was freaky.
It's terrifying.
But there were like you were saying, there's so many towns. There's so many mining towns and things that we visited.
Yeah.
Just incredibly trippy. And that's what this story reminds me of.
And you know, like that, like in many areas of the world, there are tunnels that have this similar energy. But for many people to say that they actually saw a well-lit lantern and that it's for some it even went through them.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's energy that I would like to experience.
Really?
Yeah. That'd be pretty cool. But that I could see that, I don't know, like as you were telling the story, I thought about the man actually coming to help you out as opposed to it being negative.
What if he's lonely? What if he wants
what if
he wants your spirit to be with him?
What if he just wants to be your friend?
You know, since I don't know, it's 1, 2, 3, bye-bye. I'm sorry, guys. Hey, you know what? I've read a lot about like ghost lights and different things and, you know, orbs and stuff. And let me tell you, you need to befriend me first for me to be all friendly with you, yo. If you just coming at me and then you disappeared, you go through me, then I feel all icy. Negatory, buddy. I'm Audi 5000.
You can tell him like personal space.
Absolutely. Retreat. You have entered my bubble.
Try again. No, because I would, like I wonder what's holding him there. I guess I just want to hear more of this story.
Well, you know what's kind of crazy about this particular tunnel?
Oh, there's more.
There's not just one story. This tunnel has been attracting all of this energy. Negative, positive, spiritual, traumatic. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
It's just collecting energy. And visitors have talked about a phantom train. A lot of visitors that go into this tunnel, they hear a train. Now, this is long after the railroad tracks were even taken out. There are no tracks there.
Yeah.
Hikers have reported hearing the unmistakable whistle of a steam locomotive.
Oh,
that's old school.
We're going retro.
A steam locomotive echoing through the valley. Then comes the vibration. The vibration and beneath their feet, and the clatter of metallic wheels and the roar of that approaching engine, you know, and the sound builds up until this train seems like it's just seconds away from bursting through the tunnel. And then nothing. Then there's no train, no tracks, just a little bit of wind moving through the trees. What?
I'm in disbelief. Like, okay, because I think of multiple things. I think about how the energy must be so stuck in that area that it's being able to pull fear from people who visit to have them experience all these things, right? But also, I think about all of the free iron spikes that witches probably took to use in their magic.
I'm sure.
Which only gives that area more power.
Not only that, you have to think of how the trains were actually developed and all the trauma and all of the the bad juju around actually building the railroads.
Oh, the 100%.
So think about all of that traumatic experience and all that traumatic energy, because there's so many more ghost trains. Let's call them ghost trains, right?
Yeah.
Everywhere. They're everywhere that operate on real or abandoned railway lines. It's crazy. It's because unlike traditional hauntings that are usually linked to like a building, right? Or a location, right? These apparitions of a train itself are often reported making like sounds coming out of nowhere, just replaying tragic historical journeys. So if it's,
it's like a train stuck in a loop.
Yes.
It's like a whole little timeline, stuck.
It's bonkers. There's reports of train sightings in ghost trains in St. Louis and New England. There's the Lincoln funeral train. I mean, these are a whole bunch of stuff. I know we're talking about Ohio, but this is a phenomenon it's quite documented.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Well, I mean, I want to go check it out. All aboard. Toot toot.
Toot toot.
Like, could you imagine? Like, I'm still wondering, like, how all that energy came from this one tunnel. Because I feel like you have more. I feel like this isn't it, guys.
Let me tell you guys a little something about this particular tunnel. When I started doing my research, it was a rabbit hole. I was going through and there's a ton of stories about this place. Not just the tunnel itself, but the area where the tunnel is around, right?
Oh, where it's located?
Crazy. But I'm only going to tell you one more.
Oh, we're going to go for the trifecta.
It's called the Lavender Lady.
Well, I love her already. Lavender is usually a calming, soothing herb.
This is good. You're going to like this.
Okay.
Because not every single ghost in Moonville is terrifying. Right?
Right.
So this particular spirit is simply known as the Lavender Lady. Witnesses describe seeing an elderly woman dressed in old-fashioned clothing, just standing quietly near the tunnel entrance. She rarely speaks. Just simply watches. When people approach her,
okay,
she vanishes. Moments later, the unmistakable scent of fresh lavender fills the air, even in the middle of winter when nothing is blooming.
Whoa.
Some believe that she was a local woman who was struck by a train while walking on the tracks.
Oh no.
But others believe she's searching for someone she lost a long time ago.
Oh.
But whatever it is, whatever the story, she just sits and watches, and the fragrance always lingers long after she disappears.
Okay, that was an excellent story to wrap that up on. But that makes sense. There are times where spirits are present and there's like an aroma of something.
Yes.
And it's just, maybe that was her perfume. Maybe she was waiting for like a loved one.
Maybe. People often say that like, that there are quite a bit of like scents and stuff that kind of associates with certain spirits. I know that I have a friend who mentions that he feels that he's visited, not haunted, but visited by a loved one, by a grandparent. And his grandfather used to always smoke cigars. And he says that every once in a while he catches scents of cigars in his home.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Things like that. I'm like, well,
yeah.
But to him, it's comforting.
Yeah, of course.
Like, it's just, absolutely. Visitation. It's nothing scary.
Yeah.
Yep.
The fact that she waits by the tunnel calmly and like, that is like what lavender is used for is to calm your nerves. It's usually used for any type of relaxation, like whether you want to go to sleep and things like that. So it's very, I don't know, what's the word? Ironic, a coincidence that she's such a peaceful spirit.
Yeah.
And the scent she leaves behind really captures her essence. I'm just quoting my cosmic forecast. I can't stop now.
You are. You need to come up with original thought. You can't just keep regurgitating stuff.
I know, but it's just so wild, like how it all ties together.
Your cosmic forecast always ties everything together. It's kind of freaky.
Yeah, it like you would think by now we'd be used to it, but I'm not. I just think that, now that we're talking about the senses, I have a story about how in the southern eastern parts of Ohio, hunters and campers hear things out in the night. There have been many stories and people reporting that they hear faint violin music.
What?
Or church songs, or even like singing in the distance, deep in the forest. And there's no homes, there's no roads. So these people are out there and they're wondering, like, where's that coming from? And they say that it carries over long distances, that they'll actually keep going on their journey and just kind of ignore it. Because, they know not to mess with the forest, right?
Yep.
And even when weather conditions change, the music will get louder. And then, as they try to move away from it, it'll almost follow them. And they say that when the music stops, they often feel like whatever was trying to lure them has found them.
See, I don't know. Nope. I don't care if it's Row, Row, Row Your Boat or Pearl Jam's Jeremy. If I hear some music and I don't know where it's coming from, I's gone. That reminds me of sirens.
Really?
Those...
The mermaids?
Yes. You know what I mean? Because they're supposed to have some kind of little call, some little song that's supposed to draw you in and stuff like that. No. Negatory, people.
Well, it's like human curiosity, right? You hear some music, you're like, oh, I'm going to go check that out.
Curiosity killed the cat.
That's what my mama said.
Yup. There are times to be curious and investigate. And there are times, in my opinion, when you're by yourself in a crazy forest and you hear some crazy music keeping up with you and getting louder.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the right time,
but see,
guys.
Like the witnesses have said that when the music stops, it's even worse.
That's what I'm saying.
Like I'm thinking these people disappeared. Like how did they know?
I mean, how you keep going toward the music?
Right?
No. See,
yeah.
That's something about things that follow you and something about things that keep pace with you and some things that, where you think you're walking away from danger or sounds and things and all of a sudden they're closer, even though you're walking away. Like,
Right.
That's the kind of things that really intrigue me.
Yeah.
And freak me out.
Yeah. No.
I've experienced myself
can't even imagine.
Footsteps. Crunch. I've told the story on this podcast.
Yeah.
Crunch, crunch, crunch. And I thought it was hilarious because I thought it was Lori. And I turned around and I was like, hey, Lori, did you see that thing over there? Because I didn't turn around yet. I was talking about something I was looking at. And then she didn't answer. And then I turned around to see if she was listening to me and there was nobody there. That kind of thing, freaky. And I'm taking you to that location, by the way, because that's here in California.
Ooh.
That was at the Preston Castle in Ione, California.
Lucky me.
Yeah, Calaveras County, man. It's freaky stuff out there.
See.
Shout out Calaveras County.
Love that you're giving them some love. I'm thinking about how I also read about like silent woods, where like normally you're out there in the ambience of the woods and you're hearing birds and insects, and like you can even hear the wind making noise through the trees. But some experts have heard nothing, just complete silence. And see, to me, that sounds worse. I'd rather hear all the little bugs and all the noises, because through astral projection, when it gets quiet like that, I have to return to my soul, back to my body, return my soul back to my body before something else takes it, because that's usually a sign that what's going to follow next is not good. So I find that interesting that it popped up here. Like it's so haunted that it's quiet. Like
that's freaky.
Like enough for you to not be able to scream and get out of there.
Nope. I've yet to encounter everything that can make me just cry, scream.
I'm just scared now. I I want to hear all the insects and all the bugs and all the birds.
Dude, forests are crazy. Like they're in Ohio, especially. There is actually hidden deep within one of the forests. A little town lies in one of America's most infamous, and it becomes one of America's most infamous ghost towns. Officially, it doesn't even exist. Maps call it a part of the Cuyahoga Valley National Park. But to thrill seekers, paranormal investigators, and all the locals, it has another name. They call it Helltown.
Oh.
It's a place where the roads end without any warning. There's abandoned buildings that are just rotting in silence. There are stories of satanic cults, disappearances, ghostly figures that have transformed this ordinary valley into a modern American legend. And it all started long before it got its sinister nickname. The community was known as Boston Township, right? It was a little settlement, early 1800s. It had families that farmed the land, kids that walked around the dirt roads to school. There were churches, so the church bells would echo through the valley every Sunday. But in the 1970s, things changed. So basically what happened was the federal government announced plans to create what would eventually become the Cuyahoga Valley National Park. Hundreds of homes were purchased, right? Forcing longtime residents to leave their properties.
Oh no, that's all bad.
That's where their families for generations have lived, died, been buried, the whole nine. Many of the homes were actually just left standing while the officials were debating what the plans were going to be. During that time, the neighborhoods were slowly decaying. Windows shattered, grass just swallowed up all the sidewalks. The roads led to deserted houses where no one lived, and locals just started calling the area abandoned. They call it Helltown.
I mean, rude. Like, just, yeah. I mean, I'm now reading that, like, no trespassing signs everywhere. Yep. And so, like, anytime that place gets abandoned, nature says, hey, look, free stuff, and starts to consume it. So I would imagine that it doesn't look very pretty anymore. Do you think people gather there?
Not only do I think people
meetings?
gather there are actually people who feel that something much more sinister is happening.
Oh man, I can only imagine. It's the perfect setting.
Of course. So people have said that they have traveled through the dense woods and they've reached these massive barricades and that there's signs on it, do not enter. All these government signs warning people not to enter.
Right.
And the rumors started to spread that people claim military experiments are happening beyond the barricades. That they left this area just undeveloped so that they could use it for things like that. And others insist that toxic chemicals have contaminated the land. Some believe that an entire underground facility hidden beneath the forest has been built. The reality was far less dramatic, I think. I just think that the things have been closed and maybe it's just a little unsafe, but who knows? Who knows? Because that just seems like the perfect setting.
Yeah.
If you were going to be a type of entity, military outpost, military or not, government, right?
Right.
Who are going to conduct experiments and do things like that. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Stranger Things.
Yes, it does. That's exactly what I was thinking of. And yeah, since it already has bad juju, people are less likely to go.
They're going to stay out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
See?
And then I'm reading here too that there's a haunted school bus.
Yes, there is.
And it belongs to the children who died or were mutated by the chemicals, by the toxic chemicals. There's no historical evidence as of today. The bus has become a symbol of the legend, and it's left unsettling. And people have said that they've seen the children within the bus, and they don't look like your everyday child.
Nope.
And that is terrifying to me because I saw The Hills Have Eyes, and that was traumatic.
What's funny about that bus is I read about that as well. And that they say that visitors claimed that they've walked far enough into the forest
Oh no.
that they discovered the rusting remains of the bus, and that inside there were tiny skeletal hands still gripping the seats.
Oh my God.
Others say that bus simply appears when the fog rolls in. Their flashlights would flicker, children's laughter would echo through the trees, and then the bus would vanish before sunrise. No evidence, no confirmed of such crash that occurred and all these little ghostly things, but documented by multiple people who've gone into the forest.
Yeah. I mean, and then I don't think they're allowed to document such thing since it literally says do not trespass.
True that. But countless people exploring the woods and they swear they saw something. At different times, they all have descriptions and they're eerily similar. Something's got to be out there.
Oh, I have to look for another word. Other than coincidence?
Man. But okay. Not that I think we should go to Ohio, but I'm totally intrigued with all this stuff that's out there.
If we had the resources, we would travel the whole United States.
Absolutely. Every state.
All of them.
One of Helltown's most photographed buildings is the abandoned church. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that. What's wrong with the church?
Well, the problem with the church
I knew there was going to be a problem.
Is that it's one of the locations that everyone says the satanic rituals have been performed.
Oh.
So stories claim of upside down crosses that appear inside, candles covering the floors, and then the dark rituals that were performed right there beneath that broken roof. Some claim hooded figures gathered there after midnight. Others say they could hear chanting and that would be heard drifting through the forest. Paranormal investigators often reported feeling watched the moment they step inside the church. Many left claiming they heard footsteps following them through the empty hallways. There's little evidence that organized satanic activity actually took place, but the legend has grown through the decades of rumors, through graffiti, the late night storytelling, and the people who felt like they were being watched. The church has become one of the central symbols of Helltown's eerie reputation because it's the most photographed building.
That is so eerie. And I can see people wanting to go into these once sacred places and then flip the energy.
Yes.
From good to evil. Because you can do that. And then, who knows what they summoned up.
And that's the problem, is they're summoning things up, and I bet you they're not putting them back to rest.
Yeah. I could see that. And now I don't want to go. Now I'm scared.
We'll still go, right, Lori?
Lori's fearless.
Lori is fearless. It's actually a little scary because then I have to act fearless so that I don't look like a wimp.
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
But looking at these pictures, it's so beautiful. But is it still toxic? Because I would not want to be.
Most freaky places are beautiful. You ever think about that? Architecture, everything. Most freaky places are beautiful.
People put such craftsmanship into building things back in the day. Now they're just kind of like, let's just slap it together.
Now they're just wonk wonk.
Facts. This is why I really want an old Victorian home.
There's a lot of great structures and stuff, though. There really are. Do you know that one of Ohio's crazy things is called the Ridges?
The Ridges.
Yep.
Oh, all right. Educate us.
It's on a wooded hill overlooking Athens, and it's a massive brick complex that was originally opened in 1874 as the Athens Lunatic Asylum.
No. That's going to be all bad. I don't think our audience is prepared for what you're about
Prepare
to tell
yourself.
us.
Buckle up, buckaroos.
Because I'm not prepared, and I'm only how big is the table?
Not very big.
Give me dimensions.
It was built under the Kirkbride plan, and it was intended to be a peaceful refuge with fresh air and sunlight and meaningful work that helps the people who are suffering from mental illness. But of course, as the decades passed, overcrowding, underfunding, outdated psychiatric treatments, they all transform this place into a place of suffering rather than recovery. At its peak in the 1950s, nearly 1,800 patients lived there. Almost 3 times the number it had been designed to hold. And their most... it's too many.
Yeah.
Their most chilling story was of a woman named Margaret Schilling.
Poor Margaret.
I'm telling you.
I'm already sad.
Well, every single one of these haunted locations seemed to have that one story that just refuses to die. And at the Ridges, it belonged to Margaret Schilling. It was December 1978, and Schilling was a patient known to wander the grounds. She disappeared. Staff searched everywhere but could not find her. For more than a month, she remained missing. Then, January 12, 1979, a maintenance worker unlocked an abandoned ward that had not been used for years. And inside, lying on that cold concrete floor, was Margaret Schilling.
Oh no.
Her clothes had been folded neatly beside her. Authorities determined that she had likely died of heart failure after becoming trapped inside the empty ward. But what made this discovery infamous was that what remained after her body was removed. Her decomposing body left behind a permanent dark outline on that concrete floor. An imprint so deep that repeated scrubbing, chemical treatments, all of the different things that they try to have it removed, even attempts to remove the concrete itself, failed to erase it. The stain is simply known now as the shadow. And even today, it's one of the most unsettling places and unsettling pieces of physical evidence associated with any supposed haunting in America.
See, when we talk about these places, there's some common themes, like visitors reporting, the shadow figures in the empty hallways, which I think is people just noticing the negative energy that's just floating around. Doors closing on their own, footsteps, like even though nobody's around you, and then like voices, right? Like that you can't really make out what it is that they're saying. Feeling like you're being watched the entire time, and then like sudden shifts from like a normal temperature that you felt the whole time, and then suddenly super cold. But I think to myself, like, could it also be that because it's all run down, and I've said this before, because it's all run down and like looks creepy, that our mind could be like playing tricks on you?
Of course.
I want to visit a place that looks spectacular, and then I still feel that it's haunted. They're like fancy ghosts.
Bougie ghosts. Bougie ghosts, anyway. Come on down.
You know?
I think that what you're saying is true. That just the appearance and things like that, because our mind is so creative.
Yeah, because even as you're telling Margaret's story, like, I can imagine it. I'm so empathetic that I could feel it, you know? And to see the stain there, even though it's like her justice. Because they let her down. Who put her in there?
I don't know.
And then they didn't find her.
You know what makes me sad? It's not that the mind plays tricks on you and creates all of these stories based off of your surroundings and things like that.
Right.
When they're creepy, etc. I think it's the opposite that makes me sad. That there could really be something out there, and people try to justify it was like, oh, your mind's just playing tricks on you because the place is kind of creepy and kind of run down. And a lot of people who are having true experiences, that they're just being kind of brushed off, put to the side. Like your experiences are not happening, it's in your head. And then those people who could possibly just have the dawn, just have the light, are being told that they're crazy and put into these places. And then their spirits, because that's potentially could be really what's happening, is remain there because of the traumatic experiences that they're having and that residual energy. And that cycle just goes on and on. You ever think of it that way? What a crazy perspective. Mind blown.
No, seriously, like, yeah.
That's what gets me. I'm telling you. That's what I think about as we're sitting here at the table.
You know what, though? I will say.
Hey, spooky time.
I will say. I will say that I have yet to actually go to a psych ward of any kind. No, I'm serious. Because I'm scared.
Excuse me.
I have a hard time going to hospitals. Because I
must take you.
See and
my
hear
friend,
things that aren't there.
I must take you. Lori, pack up the car. Pack up the car. We're going to Ione.
Grab all the things.
Ione is the home of the Preston Castle. And the Preston Castle was just like a boys' reformatory and things like that. And it had a couple of wards in there that were kind of psych wards and things, you know, but
yeah,
there's so much energy there.
Okay.
It's redunculous. I'm telling you.
Okay.
I'll take you.
I'll
take you.
Night tour. Let's go.
What are they? Lori and I went there. They had, shout out to the Preston Castle guys. They had something called, was it ghost hunting or paranormal hunting 101? And it was literally at night, and they let you go in there and they give you a little briefing. Then they let you go do your thing.
Oh.
And then you got to come back in and actually kind of everybody told their story. But while we were there, Lori, you can back me up on this. While we were there, I know I already told the story before, but it trips me out.
Yeah, it's unforgettable for you.
Absolutely. We were there getting our little briefing, and everybody was like in this little basement room.
Okay.
Right? Just that was home base. And we're all sitting there, and we heard footsteps. All of us. Everyone heard footsteps, and these guys legitimately looked freaked out. And 3 of them left to go investigate to make sure no one was around. And it was legit. It was just legit. They hit footsteps upstairs. They came back down. They looked a little pale. No one's here.
That's wild. That's why I would want the whole group to stay together.
No. We hung out in some crazy places that I felt the most energy. We hung out in the infirmary, and we hung out in the bunk room. Oh, because it was nuts. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Okay. Well, my future looks bright.
Let's hope we don't turn into Margaret Shelling. So going back to the story of the Ridges.
Back to the Ridges.
After the hospital closed, and the reason I want to bring this up is because you have to hear this.
Okay.
After the hospital closed in 1993. 1993.
That was like yesterday. Okay.
That was the year I graduated high school. 1993. The ownership transferred to Ohio University.
What?
That's who owns it now. And the story spread almost immediately. That visitors have been reporting over and over and over about the footsteps in the hallways, the door slamming in the buildings that don't have any electricity and nothing going on, wheelchairs rolling around by themselves, shadow figures watching from the second-story windows, women's screams being heard late at night, cold spots near without any explanation, and the feeling of being followed through all of those abandoned hallways and wings. Security officers and maintenance workers have claimed to hear voices whispering their own names when no one else was inside. Others describe seeing patients dressed in old hospital gowns standing silently at the ends of the corridors and then vanishing when approached.
Oh, that's my worst fear.
While none of these accounts have been scientifically verified, it's become a part of that folklore because of all the documentation of the university's employees.
Oh my goodness. The poor cleaning staff and people who are there all the time.
Isn't that crazy? Oh.
Yeah. I mean, it's not hard for me to believe because I deal with it every day. Like, Kathy and I are good homies. I like to think so. Really good friends. Yeah.
Shout out to Kathy.
Shout out to Kathy. She probably
flickering the lights.
She probably misses me. But yeah, and you know, like I have noticed that certain people trigger it more. I
have my own theory on why this particular it was an asylum, why it remains haunted to this day.
Okay, I think I have a similar theme here, but okay. We'll see if we're the same.
All right. It's sad that the hospital itself, the cemetery is hidden in the trees.
I was going to say it's probably built over something.
It's not that it was built over.
Okay.
It's that hundreds of former patients were just dragged out there and buried. Many graves don't have any names.
Oh,
Instead,
that's just
simple
mean.
stones displaying only numbers of the bodies that were buried. And for decades, the families either couldn't afford to reclaim the bodies or they chose not to, just because of that crazy stigma and stuff the surrounding like mental illness and all of those things.
Yeah.
But walking amongst the rows of hundreds of markers leaves many visitors feeling that there's countless lives that were just forgotten out there.
See, that just breaks my heart. That breaks my heart because I can't imagine if there is an afterlife, how could you possibly rest? You're already probably abandoned by your loving family.
Yep. They probably threw you out to that asylum and left you there.
Yeah. And then no one is going to give you the loving care like your family can. And, you know, I can only imagine the things that were allowed, right? Like shock therapy and just literally
just
torture.
experimentation,
so bad. Torture, you know. So, and then not even being honored with a little rock with your name.
Nope, just a number. You're no one. You're just a number to us.
I was going to get political, but I'm going to be good today. I was like, that's what I feel like in the workforce.
Not me. I'm a 2-time employee of the year.
I was there for the ring.
You were a big
ceremony.
part of the ceremony, you know. Came running down the aisle.
I looked so cool with my cape on.
It was awesome. It was awesome.
And I got to tell the people. Now they want to know, why was I wearing a cape?
Why were you wearing a cape?
To honor you in your big moment.
It was awesome.
To give you your championship rings.
Oh, it was great. It was great, guys.
It was a great day.
It was a great day.
Sorry, we need to lighten the mood. That was a real bummer. That story. Now I'm gonna have nightmares about people not resting. Because I think it's never too late. I think it's never too late to honor those that have passed.
I agree with that. Remembrance.
Which is why I really like that we're gonna go to the gravesite of this. I don't remember the name of the city. Help me out. I'm struggling. Colma. Where there are, people are just dying to be there. That's what
people are just dying to be there.
I knew it would come around eventually.
You know what's crazy though? I think about this all the time, and most of our stories and things that we investigate and read about and research and things like that have to do with places that are off the grid. That place is abandoned. That place has been there for years. You know what I mean? Broken windows and the overgrown vegetation and all that craziness.
Because see, like, people see ruins, but my mind is, I'm a little different, and that's okay. I see nature claiming back what humans have neglected, and so I see beauty.
Okay.
Which is why I don't find these abandoned places scary.
But just
I see potential.
Sure. But I think we were just talking about how the mind plays tricks on you. And I'm sure that a lot of these stories and things and people are a little bit more in tuned when they're out in the middle of nowhere where nature is the only thing that they can kind of observe.
Right.
But hidden among the historic homes of Cleveland, in a city itself, in the neighborhood, stands something called the Franklin Castle. And that's just in a towering Victorian mansion that many considered the most haunted house.
Is it for sale?
In Ohio. I don't know.
Sounds beautiful.
But the castle has a combination of genuine family tragedy.
Oh.
Then the Gothic architecture.
Oh,
decades of rumors. That's created one of America's most enduring haunted legends. Like the Woman in Black.
Me in another life.
Oh, here it comes. Visitors have long claimed to see a pale woman dressed in black standing silently in the second-story windows. She appears only for a few moments before vanishing into the darkness. But she's believed to be Louise Tideman, the wife of the home's original owner. Now, Louise endured unimaginable heartbreak after losing several children, and later she died herself in 1895. The witnesses say that the operation never speaks, she just simply watches. She has, claimed that they wave toward the window and the figure disappears right before their eyes. So people have actually seen her and have tried to get the attention.
Oh.
And she disappears. Sad. Sad and heartbroken.
Yeah, she's probably still looking for her children.
Well, the scary thing is, in this particular house, is late at night, investigators who have investigated this home have reported hearing faint sounds of children laughing, followed by crying. The sounds echo through empty hallways where there's no children, and no children have lived there for generations. The story stems from the tragic deaths of the several Tideman children who died from illnesses common during the late 1800s. Now, these deaths were historically documented, and paranormal investigators believe that their spirits never left the house. The visitors describe hearing tiny footsteps running across the fourth floor ballroom, and when they investigate, guess what? There's nothing there.
That's wild.
I wonder if we can go visit this place.
Yeah.
I'm being for real.
I'm going to win this lotto ticket. We're going to go visit all the places.
I'm the type of person, seriously, that, I ask for everything. What's the worst that can happen? They can say no. Lori and I, actually, the first time we went to Goldfield, this is well before our little group went.
Yeah.
We had seen an episode of some type of investigative thing.
And the motivated.
Totally. But the Goldfield Hotel is super haunted and people go and investigate. And I was like, I want to go investigate. So I got online, I found the phone number and I called.
Okay.
The lady goes, you want to come? Sure. What? Great. We'll be there. Now, we had a flat tire and we were supposed to be there, I think, at 4 or 5 in the afternoon. We didn't get there till 8 o'clock at night. It was already dark. And the lady she ran the saloon across the street. Remember the saloon?
Yeah, I do remember the saloon.
And she goes, no, I'm good. We can still go in. So it was just the three of us in that entire hotel.
Oh, I love that.
We walked around and she told us stories. And I had a couple little EV meters and things like that. I was walking around and freaky.
Is this the hotel that we stood outside?
Yes.
And I was like, that elevator has so much energy.
Yes. And I got to tell you something about you and just you honing in on the elevator. One of the stories is of 3 people who were building the elevator that fell down the shaft and died at the bottom.
Oh, no.
Lori and I went down there and it was a freaky basement of a room. Freaky. Nothing going on. And I had a little app on my phone that shows the little figures, when there's something detected.
Yeah.
There's nothing there. And then this lady started talking about the people that were there and 3 figures popped up. 3. If it was just mapping the wall, something on the wall,
sure.
Why would 3 figures show up when she's talking about 3 figures that passed? Like they literally came so that we could see them. Freaking bonkers.
Yeah. No, but
Lori, wasn't that the creepiest place?
And I do remember.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy.
I do remember telling you though. It feels like men.
Yes.
Men and in the elevator. You're like, wait. And then
that sounds like me.
What I didn't feel was anything where we were standing.
And that's weird because they said that someone was called from far away and that he committed suicide right there on those steps.
Yeah.
I don't know, guys.
Tragic.
I don't know. I think that if I could, one of the places I would go is this Franklin Castle, though. Seriously.
No, seriously. It's beautiful. I want to go take pictures on this staircase. It's gorgeous. And to see if it's for sale.
Well, one of the most frequently reported ghosts is a tall, dark shadow. And it's always seen standing on the grand staircase. that's always described as taller than any normal person could be.
Whoa.
Completely black, having no facial features, and vanishing the moment someone approaches.
Okay. Of course, that's the one picture that I would be drawn to, right?
Is it a staircase?
Because I literally said I would want to take pictures in front of the staircase. But see, like, that's just how the gift works. I know where to look, I guess. Like, and I'm drawn to it.
Now, although that staircase and that tall figure is the most reported,
Yeah.
the strangest that's being recorded, or I should say documented, right?
Yeah.
It involves visitors claiming to hear voices say, "Come here and help me." Soft German voices speaking from empty rooms. So several of like paranormal teams have recorded unexplained electric voice phenomena, the EVPs.
Yeah.
And obviously you can't really conclusively prove stuff, but even skeptics have said that it sounds like that's what they're saying.
And to link to last week's episode, we talked about that. About how, what if spirits use children to lure you in?
Totally.
That is what that's reminding me of. And the children's energy is different. It's not tolling. Like, so I'm interested to see and stand there myself and see what it feels like. Because when it's adult energy, it's very tolling, right? Like it feels draining. But with children, you don't feel that. You don't feel the same heaviness.
No, I agree.
Yeah. But talking about heaviness, my heart can only take so much sadness and pain of not being able to own this house.
I'm telling you. You know, we could go on and on talking about Ohio. Believe it or not, guys, this was one of the greatest things that we could have done was say, we'll do all 50 states, and then people just shooting us a little something about, hey, do my state. Because, man, this is a rabbit hole. I didn't touch on the 15 other locations that I could have touched on that I got just from my research of about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, so let us know. Hit us up at
ESPOOKYS Talk, ESPOOKYSTALK @gmail.com. Or the first line in our bio there, you could just click and send us a message directly. We would love to hear from you guys, not just about these places, but maybe some places that we should be investigating, things that we should be looking at.
Yeah, send us on missions.
Whew. And I guess that's going to bring us to the end of today's journey through the haunted heart of Ohio. You know, it's abandoned prisons that still echo with footsteps, forgotten tunnels, voices, forests. It's just so much.
Silent forests.
Oh, man. But maybe, just to kind of lighten it up, maybe the ghosts aren't trapped in these places at all. Maybe they're just simply waiting for someone willing to listen. Maybe, guys.
See, I'm feeling brave enough to go and investigate.
Let's go.
I'll listen.
And if tonight's stories gave you chills, share this episode with the brave souls in your life.
Oh.
There you go. But remember this always, everyone. Tonight, as you venture into your room and put your head on your gigantic pillow, first, be sure to look under your bed.
Lock your closet doors and your mirrors.
It's a spooky time.